Asking for a friend. Can you ask your listeners if itchy pubes are a peri thing? It's driving me, I mean her, crazy. But you don't hear women talking about how they feel more aroused and that sex gets better as they hit menopause. You don't hear that.
You know why?
Why? This is not lesbian centric.
Yes, it is. What's the famous lesbian play tennis?
One lesbian.
Well, it's a...
Name another one. Apart from Martina. Name another one.
A wife.
Yes, I am young. I'm still feeling all this, but now I don't feel I can go back when it gets bad in case I'm made to feel worse. And that's not fair. To make it all worse, it was a female doctor. Hello everybody, welcome to 40ish. I'm Nicole Goodman.
And I'm Laura Mishcon. This is the podcast tackling 40-something life every week, diving into midlife news, stories, dilemmas, and our own mess and challenges of navigating midlife.
Now, we left the last episode...
Oh, on a cliffhanger, didn't we?
Yeah, it was a real cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Wondering who was more down to earth.
Now James is here today.
James has finally turned up to work. Well done,
So,
James. Hi,
James.
So, James,
He's
you
just-
know us better than anyone else in this room.
Yeah.
And we would like your opinion.
Yeah.
You need to come near a mic.
Go on, they can hear me, believe me.
Who do you think out of Lauren and I, and you know, but you have to put your preferences aside.
Yes.
We want your honest opinion. Who is more down to earth?
He's really mulling that over. Oh, it's a struggle for him.
Yeah.
In each of your own special ways, in departments, each of you are. In reality, neither of you are.
Down to earth.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
That's
say that
a very
because-
thought through
I
answer.
say that because
Yeah.
we don't live in a real part of the world, as far as I'm concerned.
As in, we're not farming or mining or
Yes.
tolling the
And
land.
Life is
Yeah. Life is easy.
easier.
Yes.
Let's not pretend we
And
don't
privileged.
carry our- certainly privileged.
Yes.
And therefore, claiming to be down to earth
Yeah.
is a bit of a global perspective thing.
Okay, James, let's make this easy. If you had to live on a farm with one of us, who do you think would be better at getting on with the job?
That is not what down to earth is.
Yes, it is.
No,
Down
it
to
isn't. You're
earth.
making shit up. That is-
Mucking
No.
out,
No.
Okay,
churning
well,
butter.
Because you've
We've
asked
gone
that
from
that
down
way,
to
earth
to-
you knew the answer would be you.
Who do you want to live on a farm with? And to be honest, he would coexist a lot better with you than he would with me. We all know that.
Will you just stab each other by the end of the first weekend, and that would be the end of
I
it?
don't know if we'd get through the first weekend.
You would.
But you two would coexist a lot better together. That's not what we're asking. We're not asking who's more compatible to live on a farm with James. That is not what we're asking.
It's not my dream to live on a farm with
With
James,
James.
or anyone, really.
We're asking who's more down to earth.
He says neither of us.
Or down to
In the
earth.
real world, neither of us, but in our own ways, each
Special
of us,
ways.
each of us has our own special
Problem is,
ways.
if you strip
Okay, wow, that was a very deep answer.
I knew he'd give a proper answer.
Very proper. Thank you, James. Thank you. You're free to go.
Or you can stay.
Stay if you like. Leave as you wish. If you've got something to share, big or small, we want to hear it. Please email us hello@40ish.co.uk. Be in touch, be part of the conversation, and please share the episode with a friend. I'd just like to say, before we even go into our most 40ish moment, Nicole has just come out with, I don't even know what it was, but James came in, he said, wow, those are the most enormous earrings. He said, Nicole's got the most enormous earrings on. He was like, my God, they're absolutely huge. And she said, do you know what it is? It's my teeth. I was like, what? She said, it's my teeth. They're so amazing since the Invisalign. They do something to
Look
the
at my
earrings.
teeth. Look
They
at
do
my-
something to the earrings. What?
They just make everything look better. My teeth make everything look better. This is my most 40ish
Why don't they
thing.
make the hair look better then? Why are you going on about the hair? If the teeth, why don't the
So
teeth?
now you're slagging off my hair.
I'm not saying about the hair, but why don't the teeth make the hair look better?
They do. Think what they would look like. Think what my hair would look like without my perfect teeth.
God, okay.
My most 40ish thing
Yeah.
is that I have finished my Invisalign. Because the thing is with Invisalign is what you don't know, Quazzers, if you haven't had Invisalign, is once you're finished, you're not finished.
No, you're not finished.
They tell you you're finished,
But you're not.
But then you're not finished.
No,
You've
you've
still
got
got
a bar.
another 6 weeks of braces. And
Yeah.
then after that, you've still got another 6 weeks of checkups and whitening and the braces and the retainers. And it's a whole fucking thing. So you've still got like 3-4 months on top of when you finished. I have now actually finished.
Apart from the retainer and the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we're all still dealing with that.
Yeah. I've got the braces in.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
The little bar behind your teeth.
Yeah. But look at my teeth.
They're amazing.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Yeah. Now we're both Invisaligned up. We're so happy, right?
I'm obsessed with my
I wish
teeth.
they'd fucking sponsored us. Would have saved us both a lot of money. We should have thought of that before we both did it. Never mind. It's done now.
I can't go back. I can't go back.
I'll tell you my most 40-ish thing, and I think it's really tragic. It is tragic.
Go on.
I'm just going to say it. I made some giant meringues on the weekend. Okay, they were absolutely huge, and I put them in like very large Ziploc bags to keep them fresh. And then I put them into the big serving platter that I was serving them on. And then I thought, oh no, those Ziploc bags, they're much too good to throw away. I'm just going to shake them out and put them back in the drawer. And I thought, oh my God, that's very middle-aged. Like when a Ziploc bag is too good to throw away.
Yeah.
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 Like, would you think about that in your 20s?
No.
No,
You wouldn't have a Ziploc bag. You could be like, Mum, have you got any Ziplocs?
Well, or you just wouldn't have a stash.
Or you wouldn't have a need.
No, you wouldn't have the need. That's more the thing. I mean, I wasn't living with Jackie when I was in my 20s.
I have this real issue with like totes, tote bags.
Cotton totes.
Yeah, I can't chuck all bags of any, even like a paper bag.
Bags in bags in
Sometimes
bags.
I struggle to throw away like a Gales bag.
Do you?
I do throw it away. I'm just being very clear.
Yeah.
Because I force myself.
Yeah.
But like I have a real issue throwing bags away.
Ollie's the same, but I do the job for him, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would literally live in bags.
So I agree. So the Ziploc bag thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Also, because a meringue is like clean, it's not making any mess.
Yeah.
It's not going to
It's not
contaminate
sticky.
anything.
No.
So
it's fine.
you
Why
could just-
wouldn't you put a sandwich in that or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad
But
I'm
did you
not
wash
weird.
it?
Didn't
No.
need to. Just
No, it was
shook
just
out
completely,
a few.
yeah,
Just shook out a
crumbs.
few crumbs.
Yeah.
I have like lots of Ziploc bags, and they're in size order in the drawer, obviously in their boxes.
What happens if someone goes in that drawer and doesn't put them back in size order?
I love that you think that anyone else in my house would use a Ziploc bag. Why would they do that?
You know, I think about you.
Oh God, yeah, go on.
I think about you most mornings.
Why?
When I'm emptying my dishwasher.
Because I'm always emptying the dishwasher.
No.
Why?
Because when I put stuff in my cutlery drawer,
Yeah.
I always think, right, when other people empty the dishwasher and put stuff back in the cutlery drawer, they never really put things back in the right place. It's sort of in the right place, but there'll always be like a teaspoon in with the big spoons and shit like that because they're not
What?
right. They're not that fastidious
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think of you.
Yeah.
And I think she's either trained all of her household to put everything back exactly where it belongs.
Correct.
I don't know how that works.
I have done that.
Or you're the only person that empties the dishwasher.
No, I have. They are all completely trained. Big forks, little forks.
No,
big
no.
knives.
Yeah. It doesn't need a signpost.
Yeah.
It's fucking obvious
It's
where
fucking
shit
obvious.
goes in the
Yeah.
cutlery drawer.
Yeah.
But they don't adhere to that. They just like chuck it all in.
Wow, they are renegades.
So sometimes I think, is it easier just to empty it myself? Or should I just put up with this shit? Like, which is it?
I don't know. I think I just trained them really early. So no, that would never happen. Also, they
It would never happen.
no, never.
There would never be a teaspoon with a big spoon.
I swear to you, no. Also, they know to like put the glasses in colour order with the same glasses, and no mismatchy glasses in the glasses cupboard. They're all stacked in the same colour. Like, no, they know. Everything's very, very, very ordered and easy to see. So it's fucking obvious where everything goes.
No, it might be fucking obvious, but it doesn't mean that people adhere to it.
Oh no, there's a system, and you adhere to my system, or you move out. That's your choice. Right, here we go. It's Gynae Central today.
Asking for a friend. Can you ask your listeners if itchy pubes are a peri thing? It's driving me, I mean her, crazy.
Well, I looked into this.
Oh, did you?
Yup, I did. And the answer is, you'll be totally unsurprised to hear.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Itchy pubes are a thing.
Itchy pubes and surrounding intimate skin are common symptoms of perimenopause.
Why?
Declining estrogen levels causes the vulvovaginal area to become thinner, drier and less elastic, and the dryness can affect the hair follicles and the delicate skin, leading to persistent itching. So it's actually a real
So what
thing.
can you use? Vaginal estrogen?
I looked into it.
Yeah, it's
You
vaginal
can use
estrogen, isn't it?
Intimate moisturizers,
Yeah.
a hormone-free, water-based vaginal moisturizer. Don't get bath bombs.
Yeah.
Don't get
Nothing really heavily fragrant.
No, just plain water or gentle, fragrance-free, pH-balanced intimate washes. Wear breathable cotton knickers. And if none of that works, consider topical estrogen, vaginal estrogen. But I'm going to say this because I really feel like I have to. If your itching is severe or persistent, or you have like unusual odor or discharge or redness, or it's sore, please, please, please go to the GP or a gynae for a proper diagnosis, because it could be other things. But yes.
Listen, she was only asking if itchy pubes are a peri thing.
Yes, they
They
are.
are.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, but
They are. Here's
You-
another
have
one.
you- is that a symptom you've struggled?
I'm not struggling with that
Me
so
neither.
far, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not either.
It could arrive any day.
Yeah,
I'll let you know.
what a wonderful thing to look forward to.
I'll let
Itchy
you-
pubes.
I'll let you know.
special point in perimenopause.
Oh God. Okay, this is worse. Someone else said, maybe this is a meltdown, but you're the only ones I can express this to. Why have we become?
I love it.
Right.
I'm so here for it. Come
Can
on.
we talk about clitoral and vulval shrinkage during perimenopause/menopause? I've just seen a video about it and it's horrifying. I'm 46. I do not want to believe this happens. The thought of my Fanny shriveling up fills me with horror. I would like to keep it plump like the rest of me.
Shrivels up?
Yeah.
What do you mean it
It's called
shrivels up?
vaginal atrophy.
What does it do?
It just kind of shrinks.
What do you mean shrinks?
Well, it like
it gets smaller?
your labia shrink. Yeah. They're like basically less, like imagine your cheeks like when they're nice and plump, and then when you get older they kind of are a bit shriveled and they sag a little and they're thinner.
Fucking
Well, the
hell.
same thing happens.
Does it happen to men?
downstairs?
Does that happen to men?
Well,
Just say yes.
well, their balls get lower.
Well, not shrinking.
They're not shrinking, they just swing lower, don't they? Lovely. Yeah.
Well,
it is
will
a
it happen to
thing.
me? Because I've had a facelift.
What? You haven't had a facelift?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
Yeah.
downstairs.
Will it happen to me if I've had my facelift? Oh, it's. Well, you don't know. Why am I asking you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Just say no.
No, it will never happen to you. Actually, it's very weird that they wrote this because last night I was on Substack and I always read through the essays that like tickle my fancy. And one of them was all about the clitoris and how it is one of the, I mean, you're going to love this fact. It's going to blow your mind. It is actually one of the only things that grows during menopause. It gets bigger.
The clitoris.
Yes. That's good, right?
Is it?
Yes.
Why is it good?
Because it gives you more sensitivity, more arousal, more everything. It grows.
But you don't hear women talking about how they feel more aroused and that sex gets better as they hit menopause. You don't hear that.
You know why?
Why?
Because the people they're having sex with do not understand. This was all in the article, by the way.
Yeah.
The people that they're having sex with do not understand that women who are older need much more time to get there. They need much more lead up time, much more foreplay, much more everything in order to get there. But once they're there, they're having like a better time than they're having in their 20s and 30s. And actually, lesbians are at our age having better sex than heterosexual people because the men are not understanding to give all the extra time.
But that's why
beforehand.
you hear a lot of women who hit their perimenopause/menopause, then they kind of find themselves and end up in in gay relationships.
I don't know if that's why they're in gay relationships, but they're definitely having the better sex in gay relationships. It's all about the orgasm gap. Much less.
Orgasm gap. You know, it's something we haven't really talked about enough on these shows.
The orgasm gap.
Yeah.
Well, it's much less between lesbian couples than it is between heterosexual couples.
Surprised.
No, of course we're not surprised. But anyway, I was quite pleased about that fact. It's like the only good thing about menopause.
Just before we dive into your dilemmas, a quick disclaimer. We are not doctors or healthcare professionals. So if
We're really not, okay?
So if there is an issue that you are seriously struggling with, please contact a qualified expert. If you're enjoying this episode, please share it with a friend and please subscribe. Just hit that follow or /subscribe or tick button at the top wherever you are listening.
God, Nicole, this really is one for you, I think.
It is. I know.
Hi, please keep this anon, but I have a situation that's really upsetting me and I just wondered if in actual fact I am actually the one in the wrong here. One of my close friends was also my hairdresser and I'd been struggling for a while with finding her prices expensive and also her pace very slow. I am not very good at sitting for long periods, especially when I'm having highlights. I am terrible at having difficult conversations face to face as I can never say things in the right way. So I sent her a message to explain that I needed to save a bit of money and I would like to go to a different hairdresser. I stressed that I didn't want it to affect our friendship. Well, she has totally taken it the wrong way and no longer talks to me. I no longer get invited to get-togethers with the other girls in our group. I know I probably should have chatted face-to-face and not messaged, but is it so bad? Help, please let me have your thoughts. Huge thanks.
This makes me really sad. You haven't done anything wrong. You really haven't done anything wrong. Firstly, you are entitled and allowed to go to whatever hairdresser you choose to go to and spend your money wherever you please. You don't need her permission. And I actually think that if that is the reason that you are not being invited to get-togethers now, that is really off.
Has this ever happened to you?
Yeah. It has happened to me. Of course it has. I was a hairdresser for 30 years. I cut all of my friends' hair. Yeah, they would go to other hairdressers at points.
Did you mind?
No, to be honest, I was always delighted to get rid of people. I was. And like my friends that are listening would just laugh at that because I was a very, very busy hairdresser. So if one of my friends said, I'm not going to come in anymore, I'm going to go somewhere else, it would have just been one less person to have to fit in.
Would you have cared if she told you to your face or sent you a text message about it? Would you have felt like you really could have told me, like, don't text me that, it's a bit mean?
No, I don't think I would have cared. I think it's fair for her to say, I'm finding the prices a bit expensive, so I'm going to go elsewhere. I mean, it's not something you could really argue with. And it's not something that is anything to do with me. And if this is a very egotistical hairdresser, which it sounds like they are, that you've bruised their ego and they can't get over themselves. But it's actually not about you. It's not about your hairdressing. It's about the prices. And either someone can afford it or they can't.
Well, also the fact she's very slow.
Yeah, but she hasn't said that in the message.
No, obviously she hasn't.
Know. Also, she says, I find it hard to sit there and have my highlights done, but
it takes the time it takes.
The highlights take ages anyway.
Yeah.
No matter how busy, how quick you are.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
No, it wouldn't have bothered me. But I was a very busy hairdresser anyway. Perhaps this woman isn't that busy a hairdresser and needs the business. And maybe that's why she's gotten so upset about it. I don't know. It's hard to say. And is it the reason that she's not being invited now to do with that? Because that doesn't seem right to me. It feels like there's another piece of the puzzle that's missing. Don't you think so?
I wonder if it's actually to do with the fact that you're not going to her anymore, or if it's to do with the fact that you sent it by message and not did it face to face. I don't know. I don't know if she would have taken it any better if you did do it face to face. Do you know what I mean?
Can't you have a conversation about it?
That's what I was going to say. I think you need to actually say to her, listen, if you feel hurt that I did it by text, it wasn't to upset you. It wasn't me being callous. It's just I feel really awkward about having these conversations and I just did it because I feel awkward.
And I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I'm sorry if that upset you.
No, never say I'm sorry if that upset
I mean,
you.
She didn't send a message.
You know what I mean about apologising.
I do know what you mean. But I'm saying she didn't send it by message to upset her. She just
No,
was trying to
she's-
avoid a difficult conversation. By the way, we've done a show on having difficult conversations on Self Care Club.
And we're both
It's-
still shit at it.
Yeah, but it's a really good show.
It's a brilliant show,
Yeah.
but we're both still shit at it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard because
I don't think you've done anything wrong personally, but that's just my opinion. And I have been in that position many, many, many times. Now, I've had it before when I was doing people's hair who were very good friends. Not very good friends, they were good, they were friends.
Yeah.
And I had done their hair for years.
Yeah.
And they went elsewhere and they didn't tell me. And they just went elsewhere. And then I would see them out and about. I mean, I didn't socialise with them, but we were in each other's lives enough that I would see them. And they didn't tell me. And I found that very rude. Because I'd done their hair for like 20 years.
Right, so you'd rather be told that someone's leaving you than they just leave.
Well, it's a bit odd, isn't it? If you're doing someone's hair, I was doing their hair every week and I was cutting their hair every 6 weeks and suddenly I wasn't. And then I had to see them at some party and obviously their hair is, I haven't been doing it. And so there's an awkwardness. So they've caused an awkwardness. It's like, well, am I now going to ask you where you're getting your hair done? It's weird.
I don't know, but I was at a nail salon the other day and there was a big bouquet of flowers in the window. And I said to the girls, is it someone's birthday? And she said, no. A client sent them in this morning to say, I'm very sorry, I'm not coming to you anymore. I'm going to like the rival shop. And I thought, well, that is
Extra.
really extra. Like you don't have to explain to your nail salon why you're going to another nail salon. But obviously her guilt was worth
Palpable.
her guilt was worth 50 to 60 pounds in flowers. I was like, wow, it's a bouquet of guilt. They're like, yeah, it totally is. See, that's too much.
That's weird. And also it's like, what do you expect me to do with these? Like, I
Yeah.
don't feel good about
No,
this.
they didn't feel good about the
No.
flowers. That's why they were sitting in the
So
window.
when I saw these people
Yeah.
at the party, and by the way, their hair looked exactly the same.
yeah.
So it's like, well, why have you bothered
Yeah.
upsetting me, going somewhere else, not really dealing with it?
Yeah.
And now there's an awkwardness between us for your hair to look exactly the same.
Yeah.
I don't really understand that. And it wasn't a financial thing. It wasn't. Then I got a message a year later from one of them saying, oh, I really hope you understand. I just needed a change and it wasn't anything to do with you. But I just wanted to go somewhere more locally. That's absolutely fine.
Okay.
But I literally wrote back and said, you could do as you wish and go wherever you want, but I wish you'd have told me this a year ago. Why are you telling me a year later? It doesn't sit well a year later. It would have sat well a year ago.
When I had Josh and when he was really little, I thought I can't be dragging him to a salon and I get my colour done and my cut done. So I had a hairdresser who used to come to the house, which was really helpful. And he was young and he always arrived and he was always starving. And I'd always end up making him his favourite sandwich, which was cheese and pickle with crisps inside. And then he'd cut my hair and then he'd leave and I'd have to clear up the sandwich and sweep my own hair up off the floor. And once Josh was a bit older and at nursery, I could go back to the hairdressers. I was like, well, I don't want to do this anymore because I'm now paying someone. I have to wash my own hair first. I'm paying someone to sweep up my own hair and I have to make him a sandwich and a cup of tea. No. Why am I doing that? When I go to the hairdressers, someone makes me a cup of tea.
Yeah.
So I just
Yeah.
So I just stopped using him. But I didn't really feel like I needed to say goodbye to him. And also I'd given his number to so many of my friends who were then all using him as well. So I felt like he had a lot of business for me. It was fine. But I didn't say goodbye.
Listen, clients come and go.
Sure.
All the
Of course they
time.
do.
You lose a client, you gain a
Yeah.
client. That's just the nature of how it works. So
Yes.
I certainly did not expect everybody to explain to me why they weren't coming to me
Yeah.
anymore. I really
And
didn't.
do they have to?
No, they absolutely don't. Although now I was thinking about it, I have two friends who we trained together and both of them individually have cut my hair over the years. And then I was going
Okay.
to one of them, but he worked miles away from me and he was cutting my hair for a while.
Yeah.
And then I just couldn't be bothered with the trekking miles away. I loved the way he did my hair. And so I went to the other one. And then
Yeah.
we all go out for dinner,
Yeah.
the three of us.
Yeah.
And I did say to him, by the way, I'm not coming just because you're miles away. I really don't think he gives a shit whether I go or whether I don't. He's been hairdressing as long as I have. But anyway, I'm going back to him tomorrow. And I did find myself sending him a message saying, I'm coming in tomorrow at 10. I hope that's okay, with a question mark. As in, because I haven't been to him for months.
Yeah. Of course it's okay with him. It's his business.
He's like, no problem. Well, I'm also his friend. But
I don't know.
it's complicated, actually.
There is something very personal about the hairdresser-client relationship. It's very personal. You talk to them about all your personal stuff and they're dealing with and touching your hair, which is, no one really does that apart from the person.
A beautician does
your
that.
hair.
No, it touches you.
Yeah, but someone touching and cutting your hair is a very intimate thing. So it is a bit of an intimate relationship, but also it's transactional.
Do you know what the manicurist said to me the other day? She said, I can always tell how somebody is. And I said, how is that? She said, because please remember, I am holding somebody's hand. I thought that was amazing.
Well, she can feel if you're tense,
Yeah.
if you're relaxed, if you're a bit
shaky. It's a
shaky.
very intimate thing for someone to hold your hand.
It is. Yeah. But it's also transactional. So
Very.
it's a bit complex. I'm sorry you're being excluded.
I am too. And I would really, if you can,
Have a talk with her.
I think it's time that you have a direct conversation with her and ask her and say to her, if I upset you, like, I am sorry if I did this wrong and badly. It was purely because I didn't know how to manage it, and perhaps I did it in completely the wrong way. But can we just start again?
But honestly, listen to the show on how to have a difficult conversation on Self-Care Club before you have the conversation.
But the problem is, it's now not about the hair, is it? Now there's so much more in the
it's
space.
about the conversation.
Yeah.
Have it. It's going to be okay. Just talk to her. Okay, my meltdown is as follows. I don't know if it's a meltdown or a glow up. I don't really know. You're not going to be happy about it. So I made this cake for my mother-in-law's 80th birthday. It was pretty fantastic, I have to
It looked
say.
amazing.
It was pretty cool. It was like a number cake. I did an 8 and a 0.
You were
then I
like frosting
decorated.
rosemary or whatever you were doing.
I was
What were you doing?
crystallizing rosemary
Why?
because it looks pretty. And I made my own lemon curd from scratch. It was really pretty and it tasted good. Anyway, it was an Otto Lengi recipe. So I put it up on my Otto Lengi cooking club group.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I took your recipe from the lunch that we had, this guy who made the cake, and I actually used the recipe for all this, and I put the thing up. And this woman said, oh, that's absolutely amazing. Can I hire you to make my mother's birthday cake? She's 94 next week. And I was like, I'm not really. I'm not really quite sure if
said yes.
Did
you say yes?
I was like, I'm not quite.
We've got the podcast show
I
this
don't
week.
know.
Did you say yes?
I don't know her. So
You
I was
said
like,
yes. I can't
I'm
believe you
not
said
quite
yes.
sure if you're joking or not, but I'm not like a professional baker. And she went, no. I'm going to commission you because I don't bake. I cook, but I don't bake. I'm going to commission you and I'm going to start you off on your journey. And I was like, I really thought about it. And then I said, when do you need the cake for? She said Friday. And I was like, I've got the podcast show Wednesday and Thursday. I've got to do my actual job. And she was like, well, that's not going to work because it's a lunch thing on a Friday.
No, it's not going to work.
Because I can't become a professional baker.
Not Wednesday, Thursday.
Not on Wednesday,
That would
Thursday.
take you like 3 days.
It wouldn't though, because now I know what to do. So I think I'd be a lot quicker.
How long would it take you? A whole day? though?
No, it really wouldn't. I'd say 3 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So now I'm like, I said to Ollie, is this my future? Am I going to become this like middle-aged / old woman who like has 10 dogs and bakes cakes? Because what I'm feeling is like there's going to be a lot of dog hair in the cakes.
Oh.
And will I just wear an apron all day for the rest of my life?
You know, you don't have to do that.
I know, but I sort of could see this parallel future where I just foster and adopt dogs and bake. And I was like, do I hate that for my old lady self? Or do I love it?
Where do I fit into this? Where's the podcasting in this?
I'm talking about when I'm old. I'm old.
But you already think you're old.
I am old, but when I'm like properly old. Where do you fit into this? You can just come be with me all day, every day.
How are we going to talk shit?
We can just talk shit. We just might not be able to record it.
No,
No.
not down with that.
Okay, so I'm not.
Okay, so
going
you can do that, and then what am I going to do? What will I do? What is my next career path?
paddle coach,
No, fuck that. I'm going off paddle a bit.
mumsy influencer.
I'm like not as obsessed with paddle as I was.
Okay,
It's not hitting the same.
it's run its course.
No.
No.
It's not hitting the same.
Okay, what do you think is going to come next? It could be anything with you. I never know.
I know, me neither. Me neither.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You literally could tell me next week, you will not believe this, but I've got into cross stitch. It's unreal.
No. It will be exercise
It will be a
related.
movement thing.
Yeah.
Okay. You could do figure skating. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. If you were like, I took one of the kids to an ice rink and I just decided to have a go. And actually, I'm really good. And now I've bought these skates. And do you know that Lululemon do a skate skirt? I didn't know that. And Adidas do ice skates. And I've got them in pink. And I'm actually going to order them in the lilac for summer. Okay, great.
Listen, if Adidas and Lululemon on board, so am I.
Nothing would surprise me.
No.
It could be anything.
Figure skating, though.
Why not? Why not?
Although I saw someone on Instagram this morning doing golf. I thought, maybe.
Golf?
Yeah.
I think golf is a little...
Still, for me.
Well, I was going to say a little lesbian-centric. It's quite a lesbian sport.
Golf?
Yeah. You could meet, like,
I don't think you could
your
say
future
that.
wife there. That would be weird.
Lesbian-centric.
I think
golf.
it is, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, a bit, like tennis.
Tennis is not lesbian-centric.
Yes, it is. Lots of famous lesbians play tennis.
One lesbian.
Well, it's a...
Name another one. Apart from Martina.
Her
Name another one.
Her wife.
She doesn't play tennis. And you know how I know that? Her name's Julia. Her wife is Julia.
Yeah.
And I know her really well because she was in Real Housewives of Miami.
She?
Yes. So was Martina.
I did not know Martina was in Real Housewives of Miami.
Yeah.
What's she?
Martina Navratilova was on Real Housewives.
I mean, golf certainly has outfits that I could see you in. Yup.
It's a bit outdoorsy.
You
for
could
me.
carry off that visor.
I could.
Yeah.
Anyway. No, paddle hasn't
You
run
could join a golf club. I could see that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could join a golf club.
You could. You'd make loads of golf club
I
friends.
would make so many friends at the golf club. And I'd be like, I'm just having lunch at the golf club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you? I'm teeing off.
Yeah. Yeah. This is totally working.
Then I'm going to have to listen to the show. Oh, you won't believe it. On Tuesday, my ball went into the bunker. And it was so funny because Isabel had to go into the bunker and get my ball. Then I was like, Isabel, that's not my ball because my balls are yellow. And she was like, oh, Nicole, you're always getting your ball
And then
in the
me
bunker.
and Isabel had lunch. I love Isabel. Isabel's my MBS.
And at the golf club, they make this really nice iced tea. Okay, I'm already fed up with the golf club.
Me too. I'm already over it. What's next after golf? No, I still like paddle. I love the game.
Yeah.
I just need a bit. I just need a minute.
Okay, that's fine. No one's
know?
forcing you.
No,
It's cool.
no.
My parking's about to run
Oh,
out.
again.
Pause for parking.
Again.
You can play some music now.
Oh, I already did on the last show.
Did you?
Yeah.
No.
I did.
While I park the car.
Yeah, it's very funny.
You can read the listener meltdown while I park the
okay.
car. It's a long one. It'll give me plenty of time.
I need to rant about my doctor's appointment at 4 p.m. on a Friday.
I love the fact that she included the date and time.
You do your parking. I'm 41, but having lots of symptoms of perimenopause. I get ringing in my ears and a sudden desperate urge to wee. So I thought, while I am sure they are just another fun symptom, I better get checked. I've had these for months, and just like the woman I am, I sucked it up and got on with my life, just making sure I always know where the nearest toilet is. I am so feeling that. So I finally plucked up the courage to talk to the doctors. I had made a list of all my symptoms, which the doctor hardly looked at. I have included this list for you, embarrassing and all, but we are all friends here.
It's a long list.
It is a long
We've
list.
got the list.
Trying to fight back the tears, said, I just want someone to say, yes, you are perimenopausal and everything you are feeling is perfectly normal and you are not going insane. I said, I don't want or feel that I need HRT yet, at which point the doctor said, oh no, I would not give you that at 41. So the doctor checked me. It is okay. Turns out I do have a water infection. Sorry, I'm not laughing about the water infection.
she's got it sorted.
It's just the attention to the level of detail.
Yeah.
The doctor basically said, you've answered your own question and cannot get me out of that room fast enough. But all those symptoms have got nothing to do with the water infection.
No. Well, only the weeing.
No chance to talk about my low mood. Didn't care that I get waves of anxiety. She just talked over me and wanted me gone. I left feeling worthless, a time waster, and I lost the battle with my tears and they were running down my face as I drove home. But now I'm angry. Angry I wasn't listened to, angry I wasn't taken seriously. This is why women don't go to the doctors or ask for help and support with women's health. Yes, I am young, but I'm still feeling all this. But now I don't feel I can go back when it gets bad in case I'm made to feel worse. And that's not fair. To make it all worse, it was a female doctor. Thank goodness for friends and you both and the other listeners who share their stories who have helped me feel better and normal and not alone. Rhiannon. Now, can I just say, do you want me to do the list of symptoms?
I don't know. Should we share her list of symptoms?
I don't know. I feel like maybe we shouldn't.
I also feel like maybe we shouldn't. But I have read through the list of symptoms and they are 1,000,000 gazillion% perimenopausal
I mean,
symptoms.
some of them, I'll just do the basic ones. Brain fog, hot flushes, night sweats, always tearful, pins and needles in feet and pain when she walks, very tired. Like it goes on and on and on.
Lack of sex drive, like it's real joint pain. These are classics.
Yeah, classics.
The thing is...
And there was a lot of people on our Instagram yesterday saying I'm 39 and I started the perimenopause at 39. So, I mean, it's very common to start like younger than 45.
The thing is, Rhiannon, I say this with absolute love. And yes, your doctor, especially a female doctor, should have given you their full time and concern. They don't have it. They have 9 minutes. But, you know, some empathy for how you're feeling and some acknowledgement. But also, they are not there to just listen to your symptoms. That is what your friends and family and random podcasts are for. They are there
not random.
They are there to diagnose and prescribe. So if you're going in saying, I don't feel like I want or need HRT, what is it that you want the doctor to do? Because the doctor helped you with your water infection, which is great, and checked your ears, which is great. But I guess if you do feel like you can go back, arm yourself and say, listen, I'd like you to send me for bloods because I'd like to know exactly where I am with my hormone levels so that you're able to make an informed decision about if you feel like you may want to consider taking HRT or not. And you could ask the doctor for some alternative things like some supplements, or you could look at your nutrition, and you could look at your sleep, or you could look at your alcohol intake.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, so things like that to kind of, the doctor could have said to you, let's get your bloods checked and find out where you are. And also, here's some helpful things that may help with those symptoms in your lifestyle if you feel that you don't want to start HRT.
They do make an enormous difference.
They really do. So we're going to say, look at those, right?
Yeah. And I would also say, you know, when she says, I don't feel like I need HRT, but you've given me like 15, maybe 18 symptoms on here, then maybe it is time for that. I know it takes a while to get your head around it, but when you feel shit, you feel so shit. And then it just sort of exasperates itself. And then the minute I had HRT, everything changed and I felt so much better. But, and that's a very personal thing.
It's so personal as to why you feel like you don't want or feel that you need it. And I also felt like I didn't want or needed it. But I tell you something, when I forgot to put my patch on last week for one day, I remembered why I do need it and indeed now want it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, things to think about.
Yeah.
But thank you for sharing your rant, and I'm absolutely sure that you are very much not alone in that.
We will be back on Thursday with a brand new episode.
Mm-hmm. Tuesday?
Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
We're
going to be back.
We're not going anywhere.
We'll always be back.
But Nicole might be on the golf course. But if she's not, I might be baking. No. She might be on the golf course.
No, I don't want this for either one of us. Can't we just stay together?
Okay.
And just
stay together.
Just stay together and let's just talk shit.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah?
Okay.
I feel much better now.
Okay, good.
We'll be back on Thursday.
Bye.